الله الكبير. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. الله الكبير. Again, we are honored by this huge blessing that God has given us, and it's not by accident that we are here. This is by divine design and providence. So again, it's not again by accident, and it's by divine design, as I said, and His infinite grace and mercy is showering us today, and we are indebted to Him eternally. And so this is a huge blessing today that we have, and God has given us another chance to redeem ourselves and make a better human being out of ourselves and get closer to our Creator. And that should be the goal of everybody. Everybody should have that in mind, that we have to get closer to our God and make sure that we understand it and make sure that we take this to heart, and we should praise and glorify Him day and night. And that's the only way that you can succeed in this worldly life and in the hereafter, which is the real thing. So I have to tell you again that appreciativeness and gratefulness is a godlike quality. God is always appreciative of what we are doing, and He rewards us for that, and He takes care of us. He puts tranquility in our hearts, and He soothes our chest and our tempers, and ease our tasks. And so we have to be grateful to Him. So everything that happens to you is not because it's bad for you. You know, sometimes you like something and God is not giving it to you, and God says that you may ask for something that would be helpful to you. And so if it's hurtful to us, God knows that, and so He would not give our wish, because our wish could destroy us. So that's something that we have to remember, and for that we have to be grateful to Him. And so today is a new universe, as I always say. At this time, we are in this universe right now, and God has put us in charge here. And so we have to be a worthy vicegerent, as God has designed us to be. And so we have to take that to heart and be honored and happy and pleased by this blessing that we have from God. Okay, so today what I wanted again to do is I want to go back to speaking to you in the language of mathematics, and I want to start with this, the 19th quad prime. Again, this is on the website, so you don't have to take the screenshot or anything like that, so please just listen, okay? So the 19th quad prime, and then so I describe how the quad prime is a composite number that has 4 prime factors. It is 150, and so I thought that example, note 150 is equal to 2 times 3 times 5 times 5. So that's called the quad prime. There are 4 prime numbers there that actually after you multiply them, you take the product of that, it becomes 150. Okay, so 150 is composite is 195. Okay, so 195 is the 19th sphenic number. And so again, I said note a sphenic number is a tri-prime. That means it has three factors. But these prime factors are 3 distinct prime factors. So i.e., for example here, 195 is equal to 3 times 5 times 13. So there are 3 prime numbers, but those are all distinct. Okay. So 195 is a numerical value of the initial Kaf Ya Ain Sad in chapter 19. Okay, it's a fact. Okay. 150 is the 114 composite, and 114 is the number of chapters in the Quran. Okay. 195 super prime is 96:19. And chapter 96, which was the first chapter was revealed, has 19 verses. Okay? So this is understandable by anybody that you can talk to in this universe and beyond. Okay? So you are talking to the multiverse, to the cosmos, to all of God's creation, and that's the language that God speaks to you, is the language of mathematics. That's why he tells you translation is irrelevant. Language is irrelevant. Okay? Just think about it. If it was based on language, a given language, okay, God would have been biased towards that group of people. Okay? That is not God anymore. That's somebody's ego which is driving the whole machinery. Okay? Has nothing to do with God. So here we see that these are completely independent of the machinery of language and speaking different tongues. Okay? Because everybody can understand this. So here, chapter 96, as I said, has 19 verses. 150 non-Chen prime is 2593. And 2593 happens to be the index of semi-prime 9899, and 9899 is equal to 19 times 521, which is the frequency of Aleph Lam Mim in initials in Surah 2. Okay? Isn't that amazing? Okay. This 9899 was based on Rashad's count. Okay? I didn't count this. I didn't recount it. A lot of people did, and they came up with a different number. Okay. But here, again we go back to the Quran. Okay. Quran says that I and my messenger will surely be victorious. There are mechanisms by which he actually tells people that this person is right and this person is wrong. Okay? And now look at these numbers that I'm just keep coming up with here. Okay? Look at this number, for example. Okay? 2593. Okay? 2593, which is 150th non-Chen prime, okay? Actually the number of digits adds up to 19. Okay? And so it goes from the smallest and the easiest and the most obvious one to tell you that this is a 19-based mathematics, okay, and that the fact is that it generates the Quran. That's the strength of this. So, I didn't put it here. I checked it later. Okay, this is after I put this in here, because I had to go back and do things and I didn't have time, so I didn't do it. And guess what? 2593 also happens to be a long prime. It's called a long prime. It happens to be the 150th long prime. Okay, and that is amazing. That's absolutely amazing that it works this way. And it shouldn't. That's what my point is. My point is that we owe these things, these questions to ourselves. Okay. Before we drop out. We could just drop out. A lot of people have dropped out. A lot of people are getting tired of this and they drop out. They don't want to hear it anymore. Okay. But we love it because, as I said, this is well beyond the spoken language. This is a language that you do not leave anybody out. Everybody is included, regardless of the background, regardless of the ethnic background that they have. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make where they are from. It doesn't make a difference what kind of creation of God they are. They all understand that, because this is the language of mathematics. Okay. So now let me go up here and go back to this again. Okay. This is amazing. Okay, that these numbers work this way. Okay. As I said, there's no reason for it to work this way. And so we are honored to see this every week. Okay. So, and again, as I said, I'll try my best with God's help, okay, to put this in here every week. Inshallah, it is going to be worthy of this every week, okay. I'll put it on the web so you don't have to, again, take screenshots and do all kinds of stuff, so you will not lose concentration just listening to this and appreciate the beauty of it. Okay? And so, my question is this, okay? This 9899 is a semi-problem, okay? And its index happens to be 2593, okay? A simple question that you should ask yourself. Why is it that 2 plus 5 plus 9 plus 3 is equal to 19? Why is it? You know, that should ask that question. And you know, those two factors that I just remember, we knew this a long time ago, 19 and 521. 521 happens to be the 98th prime. And 19 is the 8th prime. And chapter 98 has 8 verses. And it is called what? It's called the proof. And you can read it. It's a very short chapter. It's to the point. Is God frankly speaking to us? And see what God is saying. My point is that all of these things that we see in here, they're a huge blessing and honor upon us today. It's almost every week. We see these things. And so we should be in a state of constant gratefulness and thankfulness to God for this. Again, remember now, God said, well, the ones that you could not defeat, we just read in chapter 48, victory. The ones that you could not defeat, God took care of them. Okay? So that's what we should think. If somebody is being, aggressive against you or something like that, don't worry about it. God says He's going to take care of them. Don't worry. And as I said, those things that you really want very badly may be hurtful to you. And God will not allow that to happen to you out of His infinite generosity and grace and mercy. This is the beauty of it. And so, as I said, so we go through these things, and so every line that we read here, we should ask ourselves, okay, why? So, I haven't even talked about this, the rest of this stuff, okay? And that 195 that you see there actually happens to be the index of 1187, and 1187 happens to be it happens to be a lonely prime, and its index is 114. It's the 114th lonely prime. So it tells you immediately that, this is I'm talking about the Quran. Because 114 is basically Quran, 114 surahs or chapters. So this is how he designed it. And again, I can explain this to anybody. The only thing that they need is, after reading and studying these mathematical facts, the sincere reader will conclude that the Quran is the literal embodiment of the prime index mathematics, and that it can only be authored by God alone. Right? That's how God designed it. And that's how we enjoy it. Okay? So I'm going to stop here.